Just because I had a setback didn't mean that I was gonna get away from that. So I just kept putting one foot in front of the other and not really focusing on how far away I was from where I wanted to be, but just focusing on taking a step closer to where I wanted to be. And when you look up at the end, you end up where you need to be, and that's what happened for me. Yeah, the unique thing about Stanford is the requirements and the sacrifices you have to make to get here in the first place. And so when you get in the locker room, you're gonna be in the locker room with people that also had to make those sacrifices. So you can trust that when you're going to those off-season workouts, those morning runs, you're gonna be in those environments with people that want success and are willing to sacrifice to get there. And so you're never gonna have to question the work that the person next to you is putting in. It's more of a thing where you guys are feeding off of each other and holding each other to an even higher standard. And so I think that's something that's really unique about Stanford. So just being around people like that 24/7, like you become the people that you're surrounded by. And so it really just becomes who you are. Just because I had a setback didn't mean that I was gonna get away from that. So it was a combination of the people around me having that type of disposition. So I just kept putting one foot in front of the other and not really focusing on how far away I was from where I wanted to be, but just focusing on taking a step closer to where I wanted to be. And I think by doing that, when you look up at the end, you end up where you needed to be, and that's what happened for me. In terms of on the field, honestly, every game out there is, to me, like that's what you do it all for. That's what you do all the early mornings for. That's what you practice for. And so, I really cherished and loved every game. I always say this, like the strength staff is really what makes your college experience. But you're with your strength staff every day during the season, every day during the off season, weekends included. They teach you how to prepare for the season. And so I really have so much appreciation for how good our strength staff is. I really think they're the best in the nation, the best in college football. So just going back to the people, like that's what I think is what makes the Stanford experience a Stanford experience. The connections that you make, the lessons that you learn. I think that's what takes you far in life, not necessarily the degree itself. To me, I would tell everybody if they ever have the opportunity to come to school here, you should, because it's just gonna reinforce excellence in you.